Those who said, "Our Lord is Allah," and then remain firm, the angels will descend upon them. Do not fear and do not grieve. The day you said the Shahada, the room went silent cold. Your mother's eyes told you something that a mouth would never hold. Your old life disappeared before the new one took its place, and nobody prepared you for the loneliness you'd face. And you were standing in between two worlds that neither claims you hold, and the loneliness of the settles heavy on the soul. Nobody warned you that the light would cost you this much pain, that you would gain a Lord and lose your people in the same. But Ibrahim said those same words to his father's face, and his father said, "I have no need for you or your Lord's grace." And he stood, just him and Allah, while the fire was being built, and Allah honored every step he took. So hear this and be still. You said the words, and every word you said was heard. You are not alone, you have never been. Take that as his word.
Every soul who left behind their world for what they knew was true. Every stranger walking toward Allah, he walked toward them too. You said the words, those words were heard. He knows your name. Stand firm, the steadfast, never walk this road in vain.
Everyone you used to call on a Friday night has moved on, and the life you used to live feels like someone else's song. Your old crowd doesn't understand the choice you made, and the friendships you were counting on were the first price that you paid. They say you've changed, they say you're going too far with this, and the loneliness of standing in the gap is hard to miss. You gave up the only world you knew before you found a new one. Some days the new one doesn't fill the space the old one left in you, but the people of the cave were young and they stood in this place between the world that knew them and the choice they couldn't erase. They said, "Our Lord is Lord of all," and walked away from what they knew, and Allah honored that walk, and He is honoring yours too. So when the cost of who you've become feels too high, you are not lost, you exactly where He wants you, and He sees why, He sees why, He sees why, He sees why.
Every soul who walked away from everything to find the light was walked with by Allah through every lonely night. You feel the cost, He sees the cost, He knows your name. Stand firm, the steadfast, never walk this road in vain.
Yeah.
Stand firm.
You walk into the mosque and the ever flows all around, and aid comes and the families go home, and you are not quite found in any circle. Ramadan arrives with no one at your side, and even here, the very house of Allah, you feel outside. You gave up your entire world to stand inside this door, and sometimes the community you came for leaves you wanting more of belonging. You between the world you left and where you stand, and the people you came home that don't always understand. But you stood among a people who could not see his worth, a chosen soul who walked a name that far across the earth. He held his faith and held his name through every room that passed him by, and Allah knew his worth the whole time, and He knows yours likewise. You are not a stranger to your Lord, you never have been here. He sees every room you walk into, He has always held you near.
Every revert who walked in and felt like they didn't belong was known by heart to Allah long before they came along. You pray alone, He hears you, He knows your name. Stand firm, steadfast, never walk this road in vain. Stand firm.
The one who said the Shahada and the one who lost their friends, and the one who walks into the mosque and still feels like a guest, held by the same hand that never lets his people fall. You are not alone, He sees you, He hears every call. Ibrahim held and the young men held, and Yusuf held his ground. Every single one of them was ultimately found.
Stand firm,
stand firm,
stand firm.
You are not alone,
stand firm.
You belong to Him, you're coming home. Allah keeps firm those who believe with the firm word in this life and in the next. Stand firm.